Little Jim excited to be back for the conference championship against Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Plymouth starts out with game.
Point for the Panthers. Hit goes into the net for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. 2-0 Panthers. Ellie Staling, senior, serving. Back row hit from the Chargers. Dug up nice by Libero Miller. Set to plate. Big swing with a block by Kettle Moraine. Ball's over. Dug up by the Panthers. Set to plate again. Off the block. Kettle Moraine's on the attack. Set in the middle. Kill put away by number 16, Emily Hanzelka, their middle hitter. Early 2-1 lead here for the Panthers. Bonus volleyball here this evening, a game we added here at the end of the season. Kettle Moraine to serve. Error by the Panthers on the serve receive. Point to Kettle Moraine, 2-2. Serving for Kettle Moraine is Stella Zarling. Hit from Staling from the back row, dug up nice by the Chargers, and put away by number 5, L. Truckenbrod. 3-2 Chargers.
This serve is really tough. It's just barely skimming over the net and pretty powerful.
Off the top of the net, dug up nicely by the Panthers.
Nice set.
Set down the line for
Very
Plate,
nice.
Puts it away. Senior Addie Plate with a kill. 3-3 Panthers.
Taylor Miller comes out, and in comes McKenna Hovey in the front row.
Molly McConaughey came in.
Oh, excuse me, I thought.
That's okay.
Okay, good
Early
catch.
action here. Ella Allstrand to serve, 3-3. Short serve from Allstrand. Back row set. Dug up by Allstrand. Hune with a middle set. Blocked.
Recovered by Panthers. Ooh, just a little
miss
short.
Hit there by Plate into the net. Point to Kettle Moraine. 4-3 Kettle Moraine.
Our libero is back in, and Ella Allstrand comes out for a break.
Libero Caitlin Johnson for Kettle Moraine to serve. Middle attack by the Panthers, tipped over by Plate, dug up nicely by Kettle Moraine. Cross court hit that goes wide, point to the Panthers. Panthers are wearing their pink tonight here. You can see them on the right side of the court. Kettle Moraine's wearing their dark green.
Ava Booth came in to serve. McKenna Hovey is out.
4-4. Nice serve by Booth. Outside hit by Kettle Moraine. Sails long. Point for the Panthers, 5-4. Booth to serve again. Nice balance, early action here by both teams, back and forth. Deeper serve that time by Booth. Set to the outside by Kettle Moraine.
Nice block!
Beautiful block by Hune and McConaughey.
And the bench is up.
Great double block on that outside hit from Kettle Moraine. 6-4 Panthers. Booth to serve.
Nice up by Booth.
Dug up by Booth. Set to Staling.
Ooh,
hit sails over the end line. Point to Kettle Moraine. 6-5 early lead for the Panthers. Substitution for Kettle Moraine. Alyssa Gaith comes in. Number 3, Samantha Cole to serve.
Tipped over.
Tipped over.
Real
Quick
smart.
hit over by our senior setter, Tess Hune, for the kill. Kettle Moraine wasn't ready for that. 7-5 Panthers. Senior and captain Addie Plate to serve. Kettle Moraine on the attack. Cross court, sails wide again. Nice decision by the Panthers back row to let that one sail out. 8-5 Panthers, Plate to serve.
This time a short serve.
Plymouth gets a hand on that for a partial block. Middle set to McConaughey.
Nice, well hit.
Nice swing, dug up nicely by Kettle Moraine.
Oh, tough
and a
one.
nice swing there by Kettle Moraine. Right straight down the line. Point for Kettle Moraine.
It just was hit perfectly because we had three girls diving on the ground to try to cover it.
Alyssa Gaith for the Kettle Moraine. She's a lefty, something that we're going to have to adjust to.
Oop, little trouble there, and we can't quite get it up.
Receiving air by the Panthers. 8-7 Panthers. Number 5, L. Truckenbrod serving for Kettle Moraine. Receiving air again by the Panthers. 8-8. Truckenbrod to serve once again for Kettle Moraine. Panthers struggling with serve receive right here at the moment. Kettle Moraine takes over the lead, 9-8.
Tight, real tight. Can they get it off the net? And they do. Our libero spikes to the back. They call two
Double
hits.
hit by Kettle Moraine. Point to the Panthers. 9-9.
Ella Alstrand comes in, relieving Molly McConaughey.
Taylor Miller to serve for the Panthers. Tied up here in the early going. 9-9. Taylor with a nice serve. Kettle Moraine on the attack.
Set the tip and they cover it.
Nice tip covered by Hune. Staling with a big swing off the block and down to the floor. Point for the Panthers.
They're going to talk to the referee because they believe there was a touch on it. One of the refs called it out.
That ball obviously went off the block, but the referees obviously didn't see it. It ricocheted out to the side off the block. That's the way it goes sometimes. Kettle Moraine gets the point. 10-9 Panthers.
Here we go.
Number 4, Courtney Woolner serving for Kettle Moraine.
Just checking alignments.
Kettle Moraine to serve here.
They bring it back in.
Panthers scurrying a little bit, but they get the ball back over to Kettle Moraine. Kettle Moraine's on the attack.
A nice
block by the Panthers. Alstrand and Staling with the block on that hit from the right side.
They need that little momentum shift here. Let's see if they can use it. McKenna Hovey coming in. Ava Booth coming out.
Tess Hune to serve for the Panthers. 11-10 Plymouth. Nice offensive attack by Kettle Moraine there. Just a nice pass right on the setter for a quick set in the middle to the middle hitter, putting it away just past the 10-foot line.
She really used her height and extension to get on top of that ball so that it could drop very sharply.
Zelko with the kill. She's a middle hitter. She's 6'3", so she's got a lot of length to her, long arm.
Short serve, and we get it up, and it's tight on the net, and we get it recovered. Ellie Staling with the hit.
Staling hits it cross court to the near side corner. Kill for the Panthers. 12-11 Plymouth. Staling to serve. Ellie Staling is one of our 3 seniors on the team. Tough serve off the top of the net.
Over.
That's tight. A little bit of confusion here on the call. Referees having some discussion here on the call.
Every point counts in this situation because these two teams are very competitive in the conference. We're here at the conference.
We're going to call that one a replay.
Okay.
Captain Tess Hewen for the Panthers having a discussion with the head referee. So we reset the scoreboard at 12-11. We're going to redo that one. Ellie Staling to serve on the redo. Back row set by Kettle Moraine. Dug up nicely by Staling. Set to Hovey.
Get it up, girls.
And that's blocked by Kettle Moraine. Back to the Plymouth side. We got our hands on it, but couldn't quite dig it up. 12-12 here in game one. Back around to Stella Zarling to serve.
A real short set, and we just couldn't get it dug.
Nice kill there by Hunzelka for Kettle Moraine. Kettle Moraine retakes the lead, 13-12. Stella Zarling to serve. Back set to Allstrand.
Very nice
back row
hit.
Defender for Kettle Moraine. Kill Plymouth, 13-13.
Ella is a sophomore. Just all around a strong player for our Panther team.
Molly McConaughey comes into the game. Taylor Miller is out temporarily. Allstrand to serve.
Way to get your hands up on it.
Tipped over quickly by Hewen, but dug up by Kettle Moraine. And that ball by the middle hitter for Kettle Moraine goes wide to the far side. Point for Plymouth, 14-13. Allstrand to serve once again.
The play and the tempo here is really fast because these two are evenly matched, and so it's really exciting to see them trying different things just to throw the other opponent off. A lift, they'll call.
There's a lift on the third hit by Kettle Moraine. Point to the Panthers. 15-13 Plymouth. Allstrand to serve once again. All serves deep to the far side. And we have a double hit called on the setter for Kettle Moraine. Another point for Plymouth. So Plymouth's creating a little bit of separation here. They've jumped out to a 3-point lead, 16-13. Allstrand to serve.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We're glad you're here with us for the conference championship against Kettle Moraine Lutheran and our hometown Panthers.
Kettle Moraine scurried a little bit on that serve return that time.
And very exciting. We've got a timeout from Kettle Moraine Lutheran. The momentum is in our direction.
Yeah, Panthers with the momentum here midway through this game. 17-13. They've jumped out to a 4-point lead.
You know, as the season developed, you could just see this team coming together. At the beginning, they had a chance to really do some team bonding, which got them off to a great start. And it's that team emphasis that has carried them so through. They read a book together on developing their teamwork, and you can see as Coach Peggy Hewen connects in their eyes that they know they're there to carry each other.
Yeah, lots of energy out of the girls tonight. We're just really excited to get this bonus game.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in if you're here with us tonight. As you may or may not know, the Plymouth Panthers missed out on the end of their season and the postseason with some health issues where the team had to be shut down for the virus. But thankfully, we got this game rescheduled from late in the season. These two teams who have been great competitors over the years get an opportunity to play here to battle it out to close out the season for 2020. So Ella Allstrand to serve, 17-13 Panthers.
Very nice serve. It's out.
That hit sails past the end line. 18-13 Panthers. Allstrand serves once again.
Nice
Big block by the Panthers.
And
dug up temporarily by
exciting.
Kettle Moraine, but unable to get it over on that third hit. 19-13 Panthers. Allstrand's got quite a run going here at service. Hopefully they can keep it going.
Wide. Oh.
Nice set to the outside. Nice offensive attack by Kettle Moraine. Outside hitter put it straight down the line on the far side, out of the reach of any of the Plymouth defenders.
Taylor Miller back in as our libero.
19-14. Caitlin Johnson serving for Kettle Moraine.
Oh, they just got it over.
Serves.
Well done, ladies. They're going to set the middle. Oh, and they got a hand on it.
Great offensive attack by Kettle Moraine. Getting that quick setup in the middle to number 10, Haley Markovic, who puts it away on the Panther defense. Set to Hovey. She swings. That one sails long over the end line. Point to Kettle Moraine, 19-16. Kettle Moraine's trying to claw their way back into this here. Plymouth still holding a 3-point lead.
Kuhn gets to it.
Free ball over from the Panthers at Kettle Moraine. Setting it in the middle of the end. Dug up by Staling. Kuhn gets it back on the court, and Miller gets it over. That back set by Kettle Moraine to the right side, and the hit sails over the end line. Point Panthers, 20-16 Plymouth.
Ava Booth in to serve.
McKenna Hovey comes out. That one's out on the outside attack from Kettle Moraine. That one's wide on the far side. Point Panthers, 21-16. Booth to serve again. And that one, for the sake of Plymouth, rolls over the top of the net into the floor. Nothing Kettle Moraine could do about that one. 22-16 Panthers. Timeout, Kettle Moraine.
So
yeah, that last serve by Ava, that's one of those impossible ones for the defense. When it rolls over the net, there's not really anything you can do.
It's just like your anxiousness. It's all in your, like, rises to the top of your throat when it can't go. It just hits the net and it doesn't, just knocks over. Anyway.
So exciting action here in game one. 22-16 Plymouth.
You know, Kettle Moraine Lutheran just had a few spikes that were long, which then we maximized on the opportunity there.
It was a back and forth, very evenly matched game. In the early going, the Panthers got a little bit of separation with Elle Allstrand serving there.
Right.
A few points back. Now the Panthers try to put away game one. 22-16 Plymouth. Ava Booth to serve. McConaughey, Plate, Hune, Staling, and Miller on the floor with Booth. Short serve from Booth. Set to the outside, blocked. The Plymouth block got their hands on it, but it caroms out of bounds to the near side. Kill for Kettle Moraine. 22-17 Plymouth.
Madison Cole comes in.
Samantha Cole checks into the game for Kettle Moraine. Serving. And that serve sails long over the end line. Point for the Panthers. 23-17. Senior Addie Plate next to serve.
Very tough
Another serve off the top of the net. Dug up nice by the libero. Panthers back on the attack. Staling with the swing. Sails long. No touch.
I thought that was a touch as well.
No touch called on it. Ball sails long on Staling's hit, so point to Kettle Moraine. 23-18. point. The Panthers get that one blocked and back to their side and unable to recover. Point to Kettle Moraine, 23-19, Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And that serve for number 5, Truck and Broad for Kettle Moraine, goes into the net. Point to the Panthers.
Allstrand comes in for Molly McConaughey.
24-19 Panthers. Taylor Miller serves to try to put game 1 away for the Panthers.
Taking a couple deep breaths there.
And that sails long, just long over the end line. Point to Kettle Moraine, 24-20.
Now is the time we need you cheering at home with a limited crowd here in the stands. I just got to feel your energy some way.
Courtney Woolner serving for Kettle Moraine. Panthers needing a side out to close out game 1. Staling tips it, gets blocked.
Great jump, Tess
put
Hune.
Away by senior Tess Hune.
Awesome.
That's game
Very
point,
exciting.
25-20. Victory in game 1 for the Plymouth
Way to go,
Panthers.
Panthers.
So nice job as we get back into action in the volleyball season here for this final game.
Right.
The Panthers haven't played a match in 3 weeks, I believe.
Right, all around though, solid performance by everyone out on the court. Most of the players here have 2 family members that could attend or 2 people that could represent them in the stands, but there is great energy here in the Plymouth gym. It looks a little different. If you haven't been here yet, they've remodeled, right?
Yeah, new bleachers, new paint. There'll be all new backboards. The floor looks different out here. We have the center court this year versus having to play off center. Historically in the past, it makes for a nice feature here for the varsity match.
Right. Thanks for joining in. We really appreciate you doing that. We thank all of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. In the stands, we also have a bunch of posters that the team put together representing some fans that they wish they could be here with them as inspiration. And so it's kind of neat just to see how they've decorated this environment. And we have a small student section, but nonetheless very fierce. A group of 6 that have big fat heads.
Yeah, a group of 6 students over there, but they're doing their best to be loud and display the fat heads for the girls to cheer them on. So this will be the final match of the 2020 season. 3 seniors on the team. Tess Hune, Ellie Staling, and Addie Plate have been major parts of the Plymouth volleyball program for several years.
Their talent is unbelievable, but their character just rises to the top in every situation. You couldn't ask for 3 stronger leaders to lead our program and to represent what truly a student athlete's success is. So congratulations to those 3 ladies and their families.
So we're getting ready to fire up for game 2 here. Hopefully the Panthers can carry momentum from that game 1 victory and keep it going here in game 2. Starting on the floor for the Panthers in game 2 will be Hovey, Allstrand, Staling, Plate, Taylor Miller, and Tess Hune. On the floor for Kettle Moraine, Stella Zarling, Madison Fisher, Caitlin Johnson, Haley Markovic, and Emily Hanzelka. So here we go. The chair referee is going to call for the serve. Here we go. The big start for game number 2. Tess Hune with the serve. And that tip by Kettle Moraine hits the top of the net and falls just short in front of the Plymouth defenders who can't quite get to it. 1-0 early lead for Kettle Moraine. Zarling to serve.
Back set to Ellie Staling. She gets a hand on it, but it just
Staling with a big
out.
swing, but Kettle Moraine gets a nice block on it and puts it back to the Plymouth side. Ellie got a hand on it, but just couldn't quite keep it in play. Zarling to serve again here for Kettle Moraine.
Really nice up and nice set, and Ella Allstrand.
Allstrand with the middle hit off the top of the block for the kill for Plymouth. Ellie Staling next to serve. 2-1 Kettle Moraine Charger lead here in the early going of game 2. And a service error from the Panthers. Nadia Schrader checks in for Kettle Moraine. And Caitlin Johnson to serve for Kettle Moraine.
They're going to tip it, but they do get a hand on it, but there's trouble.
Plate, and she gets a kill on it. Kettle Moraine got their hand on it initially, but couldn't quite bring it back into play.
Molly McConaughey to the front row, and our libero, Taylor Miller, comes out for a bit.
Ella Allstrand to serve. 3-2 KML. Another tough serve off the top of the net.
And they had it covered, but it just was rolling out, and she couldn't bring it back.
The setter made a nice play at the net to misdirect that a little bit on the Panther defense. Samantha Cole to serve for KML. 4-2 KML here in the early going. Plate with a nice pass. They set back to her, and she cross-courts it, and there's a touch on the block. Kill for the Panthers.
Well done, Addie. Coming in is Ava Booth for McKenna Hovey. Ava to serve, Ava Booth to serve.
4-3 KML. KML with a nice attack there. The Plymouth block got their hands on it, but it came down just in front of the block on the Panther side. Point KML. Plate with a deep hit.
A really nice up by Taylor Miller.
KML middle attack again.
Out.
And that one sails long. Line judge was jumping out of the way there to stay out of the action. Point to Plymouth. 5-4 KML. Addie Plate serving.
Really a tough serve from Addie. It causes a little bit of trouble. We got our hands on it. Way to go, Taylor Miller. Brings it back into play.
Ellie Staling sends it deep.
They're going to tip, and they've got it covered. Can they bring it back in?
Kuhn sends the ball over. Nice recovery by the Panthers. Kettle Moraine back on the attack.
And they're going to tip again, and it's out.
That one's out. The middle hitter for KML tried to tip it to the far side, and it lands just wide. Appeared that it missed by just inches.
It didn't always look pretty, but the hustle and the tough effort paid off.
And that one lands in. That's an ace. It's an ace for Addie Plate.
Addie has a terrific serving record here at the Panthers. She can serve it long or short, just very adaptable to the situation of her competitor. Ooh, and I say that, I jinxed her, darn it. Way to do it. Sorry, Addie.
Yeah, way to jinx her there, Courtney. Service error by Plate. 6-6. 6-6. Panthers pull back and tie the game. Courtney Wallner to serve.
Oh, Ava couldn't quite get out of the way of that one. It was going to be long.
An ace on that one. (7-6) KML. Wallner to serve again. Pilna sends over. KML with the back set. Blocked.
Really strong
by
block.
McConaughey. McConaughey was there again, got her hands on it for the block, but it comes down on the Plymouth side. 8-6 KML. Nice little mini rally there for both teams. McConaughey with the swing, dug up nicely by KML.
Way to get your hands on it. Can we get it?
Nice hustle by the Panthers. Almost bringing that one back, but not quite getting it. Dug up initially.
Quite a bit of chatter here in the gym. This is an exciting rally.
KML with a little mini run here, extending their lead to 10-6. Timeout, Panthers.
Just a couple chasing balls that got us out of position that didn't allow us to convert like we had been doing. And Kettle Moraine Lutheran had the pieces coming together there in that momentum.
Yeah, some nice offensive attacks by KML. Nice swing and hits. The Panthers were able to get their hands on most of them, but unable to keep them in play.
Absolutely. We're glad you're joining us tonight. This is the second game in the match, and the Panthers have won the first one. We're into the second one, so if you've just joined us, this is Courtney and Chris Booth. We're excited to be back with you. This is a new experience for us, isn't it, Chris, when we were asked at the beginning of the season to take on a different role, volunteering here with the team, and we just wanted to be able to bring this out to the community. You've been so great in supporting our student athletes. You know, it is a rounded experience, especially now at this time. Those students that are able to play sports, it really does help with keeping those relationships fostered.
So we're getting back to action. Kettle Moraine Lutheran's on the serve with a 10-6 lead coming out of the timeout. Set to Staling, swings hard, hits it into the KML double block, and it goes down on the KML side. Side out for the Panthers. Panthers needed that one to break the momentum. Kettle Moraine had run off 4 straight points.
Ella Allstrand is in the front row. Molly McConaughey takes the seat for a little bit. Taylor Miller serving. Set to the outside, and they block it.
And that one's into the net and down to the floor for KML. 10-8 KML lead. Taylor Miller to serve. Panthers trying to fight their way back into this one. KML extended a little bit of a lead there. Panthers trying to get their way back. Short serve that comes straight over the Panthers. Panthers back on the attack. Staling with the big swing off the back row defender, and it hits the far wall.
Great. Love to see that by Ellie Staling.
Kill for Staling. 10-9 KML.
Great serve, Taylor Miller.
Deep serve from Taylor Miller. A little bit of miscommunication on the KML side. Unable to get that one up to their setter. Panthers fought their way back with 4 straight. 10-10. New game. Middle attack by KML. Big swing on that, hit by the middle hitter, and she puts it away. Plymouth defenders unable to get that. That was a great swing by the KML middle hitter.
Right.
Not much you're going to do with that if you don't get the block on it.
Mm-hmm. Ella Allstrand
hits it deep. KML scurrying, and they can't quite get it back over. Kill for Allstrand.
She's putting some great hits on tonight. Now coming in to the front row, McKenna Hovey for Ava Booth.
Tess Hune on the serve, 11-11.
So this mother-daughter duo here, Coach Hune and Tess Hune, have been playing this sport together for a long time.
Another great hit from the middle there by Emily Hanzelka for KML, putting it away. As we said earlier, she's 6'3", so she can really extend up there and hit it over top the block, making it tough to defend her.
Nice back set to Ellie Staling.
And that one is in.
Very
nice
deep.
Kill by Staling. 12-12.
Tess Hune, Ellie Staling happen to be first cousins. They've been playing together for a long time, and that was just a perfect example of her trust in her back set to get it to Ellie for that outside hit. Well done, ladies.
Oh boy, a tight pass by KML, but the setter adjusted beautifully, and a quick tip over by KML, and the Plymouth defense wasn't quite ready for it. 13-12 KML. The libero Caitlin Johnson to serve for KML. Service error there by the Panthers. 14-12 KML. Johnson to serve once again. Camel's back on the attack after the free ball for the Panthers.
Ellie gets
Staling
a nice
digs it up. It's in play over to Camel.
And they tip it.
Tipped, covered by Hune. Staling with the set to Hovey, but unfortunately call a double hit on Staling on that set. Camel is jumping out to a little bit of a lead here, 15-12. They've run off 3 straight.
Oh, very nice hit.
Nice swing by Plate, but it goes off the upright marker, so therefore it's out of bounds.
Okay.
Another point to KML, 16-12. Panthers needing a side out to break the momentum of KML.
Good job.
Big swing by Allstrand with the kill, putting it away. We needed that one big time to break the momentum to keep this game within reach.
Molly McConaughey comes into the front row. Let's see if she can get some block on. And then Taylor Miller, our libero, sits for a little bit.
Allstrand to serve. Another middle attack for KML, number 10. Haley Markovic puts it away just inside the end line. Nice call by the line official. Point to KML. 17-13 KML.
Good adjustment
Colby
on the
with a
set.
cross court. Kettle Moraine hits it off the beam of the ceiling, but they recover nicely. Plymouth back on the attack. Big swing by Plate, dug up nicely by KML. Free ball over. Nobody's there for Plymouth.
Oh, Taylor got a hand on it, but it wasn't enough to get it high
Taylor
enough.
got a hand on it, but couldn't quite dig it up. Nice short ball by KML, putting it where none of the Plymouth defenders were. Taylor Miller tried to recover, but just couldn't quite get there. 18-13 KML.
We've got to break this now. Nice up, nice set, and Molly comes across the middle.
Block. Dug up.
Got her hand on a block.
Plymouth got the hands on it on the block, but it caroms out to the near side.
And they call a timeout to just
another point
put
for
some
KML as
strategy in place.
KML takes a controlling lead here in game 2, 19-13. Just ran off several points.
What do you think they're talking a little bit about here? I think that our middle blocks could help with adjustment in regards to just slowing down that middle hit a little bit.
I'm sure the Panthers are talking about making some defensive adjustments. Kettle Moraine's been doing really good on the offensive attack and getting some good hits off, so we're going to have to get a block on those in order to help defend it.
But it takes the whole team because we've got to have the good ups to bring it back into play. So working through that.
This game's kind of a mirror image of game 1. Plymouth actually jumped out to the same exact lead in game 1 where they created distance in the mid part of the game and we're at a 19-13 lead. Now Kettle Moraine has flipped that around and done that to the Panthers here in game 2. It's time now for the Panthers to start fighting their way back and not letting this one get any farther apart. The Panthers scurry in excitement. Ellie Staling gets it over on the third hit. And then a hitting error by KML. Kind of an awkward, goofy-looking sequence for the Panthers, but they never gave up on it. Got the ball over, and Kettle Moraine, I think, had kind of relaxed for a second there, thinking that they had won that point when they really hadn't. 19-14 Kettle Moraine. Booth to serve.
A good deep serve.
Plymouth gets a hand on it.
Real nice set. Well done. Well executed.
Played with the kill, hitting it off the block on the near side for Plymouth. Point Panthers, 19-15. See if we can keep this momentum going here, get back into this game. That one's tipped. Booth there to cover. Plate sends it over. Kettle Moraine back on the attack. They set it to 5. Staling with a nice dig. Booth hits it over short, dug up nice by the libero.
Nice block.
Nice block by Hune and McConaughey.
Very good rally. Here they get their hands on it. It's in play. They can use it off the ceiling. Get to it. Good job, Addie.
Nice hustle play.
It's tight.
Great.
And
And KML's in the net. Great rally there by both
big
teams.
win for us on that point. And Kettle Moraine Lutheran calls a timeout.
Great hustle and rally by both teams on that last point. Plymouth with a little mini run here, getting the game back to 19-16, only down 3. Just a lot of hustle and heart by both teams on those plays. Getting after it, keeping the ball in play, giving yourself a chance.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you supporting the Panthers and their efforts here with the volleyball. The last game of the season. This is what we would officially call the conference championship if it was the same regular season as in the past, but it definitely has looked a lot different. We're just grateful to be playing tonight. I know that the girls wanted to end the season together one last time.
Yeah, it's great for the 3 senior girls on the team to be able to get out here and get some closure on their season. Abruptly ended because of the coronavirus. Missing out on the playoffs by just a day.
Yeah, that was
in the
just
scheduling for the team
really
quarantine.
Misfortune.
But this is a nice for these young ladies to get back out here. They had some practices to get ready for this one and get out here and compete one last time as a Plymouth Panther volleyball player. Cross court dug up by Staling. Set to plate. Off the block and down on the KML side. Another point for the Panthers.
Great.
The run continues. Booth to serve once again. 19-17 KML.
Tough
Shorter serve that time from Booth. Set in the middle, off the top of the middle block for Plymouth.
They did a nice job getting a hand on that block to slow it down.
But nice run by the Panthers to get back into this one. Just got to get the side out right now. 20-17 KML. Number 5, Truckenbrod to serve. And that serve is short into the net. Another point for the Panthers. 20-18. Addie Plate to serve. And unfortunately, the Panthers serve it into the net, returning the favor back to KML. 21-18 KML. Number 4, Courtney Wollner to serve for KML. The 3-point lead. Panthers out of system.
Good placement in the back corner. Shoot set.
Panthers back on the attack.
Oh, they try something different to change it up and then just can't get a good up on that
KML with the swing and the kill off the Panther defense. 22-18 KML.
We need a side out here. Oh.
Hune tries to go quick over the net, but the block, the big tall number 16, 6'3" sophomore for KML. Emily Hanzalko was there waiting. Emily Schweitzer checks into the game for the first time for the Panthers, playing back row on the near side. 23-18 KML.
A good up, set to Molly McConaughey.
And
very
big
good
swing by McConaughey from the right side, putting it away off the back row defender for KML.
Ella Allstrand come. Oh, we've got a little rotation going on.
Panthers getting readjusted. Nice receive there by Emily Schweitzer coming off the bench, and they serve it at her right away, just like you'd expect them to.
A great serve by Taylor Miller.
Up.
Good job on the block,
and
ladies.
That one's blocked by the Panthers. Point Panthers. KML unable to recover. 23-20 KML with the lead. Taylor Miller to serve again. Panthers need to run a few off here right now to get back close to even.
Ooh,
Miller with the serve, and it goes long over the end line.
They got substitution.
Game point for KML, 24-20. Number 2, Madison Fisher to set. Or to serve, not set. She's a setter, but she's serving.
Ava Booth gets it up. Ellie Staling with a hit.
And that big swing from KML sails long to the near side corner. Point for the Panthers. We still have life.
Into the front row is McKenna Hovey. Ava Booth comes out for a bit.
24-21, Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Panthers need to run 3 straight off here to keep this game alive.
Tess Hune with a nice serve. They're going to set outside hitter, and they call...
Double hit by KML setter. Point for the Panthers. That's 1. Need 2 more.
Let's go. Here we go, Panthers.
And that forces KML to take a timeout, trying to break the momentum of the Panthers. Another well-played game here in Game 2 by both teams, Kettle Moraine Lutheran and Plymouth, with several good plays on both sides. We've had several nice rallies. And here we are at the end of the game with a close one, only a 2-point separation. When we return to reaction, Kettle Moraine Lutheran has game point. Panthers needing to score a couple to keep this one alive.
We know many of you out there are listening and watching tonight from afar, and we just want to say thank you for that support. The girls really look forward to the fact that you're watching, and they can connect with you after and have conversations together about these important memories in high school.
Yeah, so shout outs to the Plymouth community, the surrounding Sheboygan community, and actually fans all over the state. Grandparents, aunts, uncles.
Thank you so much.
Family, friends, maybe even siblings watching states away. Who knows?
Yeah. Tess Hune with a great serve. They set fast. Ooh.
And KML goes to their bread and butter, getting that quick set to middle hitter, number 16, Emily Hunzelka, who puts it away to end Game 2, bringing this match back even, 1 game apiece for both Plymouth and Kettle Moraine. Really what we expected here tonight, two excellent programs over the years. It's always been a battle each and every year between these two teams. Typically it's between these two battling it out for the conference championship. Rich history for both Kettle Moraine Lutheran Volleyball and Plymouth Volleyball.
So stay with us for another game. We've got both teams have one of the games won. And
so tonight here when we get bonus volleyball, we're going to get at least 4 games here tonight.
Oh, awesome.
In the final match of the season. It's great to have this opportunity. The ladies seem to be having lots of fun. There's lots of conversation down by the bench. Lots of smiles. Just another opportunity to compete as they wrap up this volleyball season, which we didn't know how much of it we would have, or if we, at one point, if we would even have one at all, or what it would look like if we did have a season.
Indeed. You know, the students have been doing every other day virtual here at Plymouth High School, and that is always a dynamic when you don't see your fellow classmates in person. You know, how that is like taking root in these kids. They look like they're really holding together with resiliency. It's definitely a learning curve for everyone, but they're making the most of it. And this is precious time together when they get a chance to rally and represent Plymouth High School. And just we want to thank you very much for tuning in and watching tonight.
As we wrap up the volleyball season here tonight, make sure that you tune back in tomorrow night as our Plymouth Panther football team travels to Kewaskum. Actually, I don't know if you can tune in or not, but maybe you can find it on Kewaskum streaming it. The Panthers have a chance to clinch the conference championship once again. And in football, they've been undefeated in conference so far. They had a big come-from-behind victory, exciting victory over the Sheboygan Falls Falcons, who were previously undefeated last Friday. And now they're going to take it back down to Kewaskum, who's been a traditionally strong program. Not quite as good the past couple of years, but they're always a team that's ready to battle, and hopefully the Panthers can clinch the conference championship and keep that momentum and get that momentum fired up as they head into the playoffs the following week. So the Panthers come into the night with only one loss on the season. A tough match that they played against the Kaukauna Ghost early in the first match of the season. Lost a 3-0 decision to Kaukauna, but battled.
So
they had a
close.
chance to win each and every game.
Yes.
Unfortunately, our regular season was cut short the day before, just days before we were going to go for the rematch to Kaukauna to try to avenge that loss, and then also we missed our opportunity to play Kaukauna in the playoffs.
And that was due to the COVID exposure, so the team wasn't able to play and be in the playoffs.
But thankfully all the girls are okay and they're all healthy, and we're back here playing again now. Some discussion here from the...
Oh, they're just going to make an adjustment on the net. It seems a little bit loose on the...
Adjusting the upright marker here on the near side. Looks like we could use a laser level or something to get this straight here to speed up the action to get back into play.
There has been a lot of play.
The marker probably moved. There was a couple of balls in that last game that went off that upright marker. Maybe it wasn't quite tight enough, and it did move. So now we got that fixed, and we're ready to head into Game 3. Lots of excitement here in the gym. The Panther faithful on the far side are cheering. Kettle Moraine, Lutheran, Madison, Fisher to serve. Received by Plate. Staling with the swing. And that travels to the near corner and just out. Point number 1 of Game 3 here in Plymouth goes to KML. Staling, Hune, Hovey, Allstrand, Plate, and Miller on the floor. And unable to receive the serve is the Plymouth Panthers. KML jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
A nice up by Plate and tipped over by Ellie Staling. Good choice. It was tight to the net a little bit.
Set by Hune was a little bit tight, but the senior experience of Staling just tipped that ball to right along the line where the defenders weren't, giving the Panthers a chance and earning them a point. 2-1.
Ooh, nice.
That receiving from KML flies over the net, and Plate puts it away for the kill. 2-2. Staling serving again. Picks a different. Quick set in the middle there for KML. Hanzelka's timing was a little bit off, but she was able to tip it just over the reach of the block, and the back row was unable to get it covered. Cross-court hit by Plate, dug up by KML.
You're going to tip it?
Another tip by KML, but dug up this time. Allstrand with the big swing to the near side corner for the middle hit. Allstrand's not big in stature, but she's got ups in those legs. She can
she sure
certainly
does.
get up. She's probably the smallest middle hitter in the state of Wisconsin, but it doesn't matter. She puts it away.
Great serve. And now they tip it over, but we send it back. They're going to tip it again, and there's trouble.
KML struggling with the timing there a little bit in the middle. Ball to the floor on the KML side. Panther point, 4-3 Panthers. Allstrand to serve again.
Ooh, that one's
serve
short.
is short, hitting the net and then down on the Panther side.
Taylor Miller, our libero, comes back in. Gets a little break before going to the front again.
4-4. Johnson serving for KML. Set to plate.
Really well hit. Causes a little bit of trouble here. But it wasn't
and
enough.
that's put away by Truckenbrod from the far side. She's had lots of good hits from over there on the outside.
I always think she's jumping over the line here when she's serving. It looks so close.
Hovey hits it over, but dug up by KML. Double hit called on the Panthers again on the set. We've had a couple of those here tonight. 6-4 KML. Johnson serving.
A good up by Ellie Staling, even though she was...
Hovey hits it cross court, dug up by the back row.
A nice block to give Taylor Miller a chance to get that up. Molly extends, but we just can't get it covered. We tried.
Didn't quite connect on the middle hit there for McConaughey. She was able to tip it, but the block was put on by KML. KML jumps out to a 7-4 lead.
Caitlin Johnson is serving.
Nice hit down the line by plate, but dug up. And swing by Markovic, but it sails well over the end line. Point to the Panthers.
Ava Booth comes in to serve for the Panthers. McKenna Hovey comes out.
7-5 KML.
Ooh,
Trouble
tough.
on that one.
Ace.
Point
All right.
Panthers. Receiving air by the KML back row. 7-6 KML. Go right back at her.
We get it up. A nice up by Taylor Miller. Setting Tess Hune as she...
Tips it over. That one's tight. Ava digs it up.
Tess sends it
Hune
back
sends
over.
it back over. Nice rally going here.
Nice
Markovic
up. Can we get
hits
to it?
Dug up by Miller. Hune sends it over again.
Really great rally. Nice up. It'll be tight.
Dug up again.
Nice job
Tight.
on the net.
Tess tips it over.
A really
Dug up
nice
again
up.
by the Panther defense.
Molly McConaughey over.
Molly. And into the net
Way
by
to go,
KML.
Panthers.
Point Panthers. Great rally by both teams there. Both teams were out of system at times.
Just needing to wipe up the floor for just a second.
Outstanding back row play by the Panthers on that last volley.
Indeed. The hits were really strong offensively from Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and we answered, and then we're strong at the net again.
Panther back row players not only getting their hands on the ball, but passing it effectively for the counter attack, making it even more impressive. 7-7 tie. Booth to serve.
A little bit of trouble here with the setter. They bump it over. Addie Plate.
Off the block. Plate with the kill off the double block for KML. Panthers with the momentum here, just grabbing the lead for the first time in this game, 8-7. You can feel the energy as we've had those couple of long volleys. The energy level and the activity of the girls has skyrocketed.
Yes.
We've hit a whole new level of volleyball.
Nice coverage.
Dug up again by Staling.
Set the outside. They're going to tip. Ava's
Booth
there to cover.
Played on the attack. Dug up by KML.
Double
hit by the setter for KML. Another point for the Panthers. 9-7 Plymouth. Energy in the gym is outstanding right now.
Yes, it is.
As the Panthers
Might
are making
be
this run.
small attendance, but it's mighty. Good serving by Booth. And
that hit goes into the net by number 5 from KML, Truckenbrod. Another point for the Panthers. 10-7 Plymouth. Booth serving.
A great serve, back corner. Oh, good one!
Oh, yes! Great save by Plymouth.
Everybody's on their feet.
A great hit by Markovic from Camel. Plymouth block got their hand on it. Booth wailed at it with one arm, just flailing at it. And Tess Hune made a great play at the net, punching it to the near corner. 11-7 Panthers. So lots of exciting volley action here in Game 3. If you're just joining us, it's one game apiece. Plymouth won Game 1, 25-20. KML won the second game, 25-19 or 20. And so now we here are about halfway through Game 3. Kettle Moraine Lutheran had an early lead, but now the Panthers have battled it back and actually extended out to a 4-point lead, 11-7. They've run off 6 or 7 straight, I believe.
Yes, indeed.
And just a lot of outstanding plays by all the girls on the floor, getting it done defensively in the back row, getting it done offensively with big swings by our front row. So just an all-around team effort that's extending this lead.
You do a great job, Chris Booth.
Oh, whatever, Courtney Booth. 11-7, we're back into action here following the KML timeout. Booth serve.
A great serve. It causes a setter just a little trouble.
That's dug up. Plates on the attack.
And we got a touch.
That was touched.
That was touched.
That was touched by the KML block. And the down referee saw it. Yeah, off the block of Markovic, off the tips of her fingers and over the end line. Point for the Panthers. 12-7.
Good serving.
Truckenbrod's hit goes into the net and down on the KML side. 13-7 Plymouth. KML setting up the middle attack.
That's blocked. Molly McConaughey.
Covered though by KML. KML's coming back at him.
And they get it
up by
nicely
Staley.
done. Staley. Addie
Plate with the hit into the block of KML
Very
and down
nice.
to the floor. Nice play once again by Plymouth. 14-7, the Panthers jump out to this 7-point lead.
Thanks for joining us tonight. This is really exciting. Good serve by Ava Booth. Outside hit. Ooh. Just didn't get it up high enough to help with that one.
KML, they've had lots of good offensive attacks.
Right.
Finally, they put one away, getting a side out that they really needed to break the Plymouth momentum. Samantha Cole enters the game from KML, and she'll serve. 14-8 Plymouth. Off the top of the net, but dug up by Staling.
Addie Plate
with the swing.
Oh, they called 4 hits on our side because it just didn't cross the net.
Ball that hit of Plates must have went off the top of the net and not off the block.
Right.
So point to KML, 14-9 Plymouth.
Oh. Taylor
Panthers
Miller trying to hit that second hit. There was trouble.
Taylor gave it a heck of an effort to try to bring it back onto the court. Just couldn't quite get there. 14-10 Plymouth. Cole to serve again.
Nice up by Staling. Tipped by Plate, and it was a smart
Plate
move.
for the kill. Nice spot. Put it right in the center of the floor by the 10-foot line. Nobody there for KML. 15-10 Plymouth. Addie Plate to serve. Back row set to Plate, hits it long, but dug up by KML. And the hit for KML goes into the
Panthers.
Net by Alyssa Gaith, a lefty for KML. 16-10 Panthers. Plate to serve again.
Good serve by Plate. A really short set.
Covered by Plate. Sets it up to McConaughey in the middle, and she puts it away. Molly McConaughey with a big hit from the middle. Hitting that one almost straight down. KML defense didn't have a chance.
Nice job setting Tess Hune.
17-10 Panthers.
Addie Plate with a tough line serve. They get a hand on it. Oh, somebody hit the net.
Panthers dig it up, but unfortunately we are in the net, so the point goes over to KML. Truckenbrod to serve. Panthers with a 6-point lead. Sterling hits it off the block. Kettle Moraine scurrying, but they're going to get it over. And they hit it into the net. Error by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Point to the Panthers.
Ella Allstrand comes in for Molly McConaughey in the front row for a bit.
18-11 Plymouth. Taylor Miller to serve.
A good serve by Miller. Real tight set. And they block
it's
it.
Blocked and
Way
down to the floor.
ladies.
Allstrand and Staling with the joint block.
Doing a great job.
Putting that one away. Kettle Moraine Lutheran timeout. 19-11 Plymouth.
Doing some strong fundamental things and just playing like a great team.
Yeah, while we have this timeout, want to highlight over on the far side of the court in the corners, you might be able to see those two guys with their fancy orange pants on. They would be the dads of Tess and Ellie. They spent a lot of time in the gym watching their daughters play volleyball over the years, multiple daughters.
Exactly. The commitment.
Tonight marks the end of Plymouth High School volleyball for both of them, as Tess and Ellie are their youngest daughters, and so thanks to those guys for all their participation over the years. Maybe if we pay them some big money, they'll come back and be the ball boys again in the future. So
really want to thank those two
thanks,
families.
Dan and Steve, for your contributions helping keep these matches going with sanitizing of the balls between points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to keep everything healthy for the girls out here on the court. So we're going to get back to action here in Game 3. 19-11 Plymouth. Taylor Miller to serve. Allstrand, Hune, Staling, Plate, and Booth on the floor along with Miller. Short serve, trouble for KML. I'm sure that's just like Coach Hune drew up in the timeout.
Yes.
Let's come out and get an ace to grab a 20-11 lead. Nice call, Coach Hune. Taylor Miller to serve, 20-11.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that one was a little too short, and it hit the top of the net and fell back to the Panther side.
He's got to get it back here, playing sound.
Courtney Wallner enters the game for KML, and she will serve. Set to Staling, and that hit goes off the top of the net and back down on the Plymouth side. Point to KML. 20-13 Plymouth. Wallner to serve again.
Taylor Miller gets it up, and we set back to Staling.
Staling with a big swing, putting it away.
Is so awesome.
She has a sweet smile.
Yeah,
She's a sweet girl. The big swing.
Okay, McKenna Hovey comes into the front row. Ava Booth gets a rest.
21-13 Plymouth. Tess Hune to serve.
That's trouble.
And blocked.
Especially when you meet our blockers
exactly. KML was scurrying a little bit, but our front row block timed that perfectly and
Ella
put it
Allstrand
back to
and McKenna Hovey.
Yep.
With the solid
duo
tower.
of Allstrand and Hovey with the block. 22-13.
Ooh, real short serve, which is a little bit trouble possibly.
Trouble. That hit comes over to the Plymouth side, but it's outside the upright.
Mm-hmm.
Point to the Panthers. (23-13). Hune to serve again.
Oh.
Big swing from KML that Plymouth was unable to dig out, but the Panthers had a net violation anyway. I don't know who was in the net for Plymouth, but one of our blockers must have touched the top of the tape.
Okay. 23-14
Plymouth. Madison Fisher serving for KML.
Nice up by Addie Plate, setting Ellie
Staling cross court. Puts it away, untouched by KML again.
Way to kill it.
24-14, game point Plymouth.
Here we go,
Ellie
Panthers. Here we
Staling
go.
to serve.
Oh, it was in.
The Panthers let that one go, thinking it's going to sail along. It had a bunch of top spin on it, and it dove just inside the back line. Nice hit by KML putting it away. 24-15, KML serving. Set to Allstrand. She hits it hard off the block. Dug up by KML.
Covered on that. Can we get to it? Oh, good try.
Good try by Taylor Miller as she lays out into the bleachers on the far side. Her and Tess were both scurrying to get that one. Just couldn't quite get it back to play.
Go
24-16. Panthers need a side out to close out game 3. Set to Plate. Off the block and out of bounds. Victory Panthers here in game 3. Commanding victory here in game 3 by the Panthers.
Indeed.
That was some of the...
Never let off the pedal on that one.
Some of the best volleyball that the Panther ladies have played all season there in game 3. Just extremely strong in all facets of the game. Serving it tough, receiving serve well, digging up a lot of good hits by the KML offense, and swinging well at the net as well.
Yes.
And we even put some blocks in. Really, the Panthers did it in all facets.
All around great game.
So that was the end of game 3. The Panthers have a 2-1 lead in games 1 here in the match tonight. So just needing one more to close it out. Hopefully we can carry that momentum into this 4th game to continue to close it out. Like we said before, lots of smiles down here on the bench.
Yes.
The girls having a great time. Enjoy.
What?
They're talking about them shaking in their boots. But as we know, Kettle Moraine's a great team. They're going to come back firing here in game 4. Expecting a little better effort out of them here in game 4. We're going to have to earn this victory certainly against this team because they're a high quality program and quality team that's strong in all facets as well.
So, as our seniors take the court here in the last game.
Hopefully it's the last game because hopefully we win.
Yes, right. We need 3 to claim the full victory. I'm always hopeful, Chris. The way they played this last game, they should have a lot of confidence and belief in themselves. So thanks for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. Chris and Courtney Booth volunteering our time here. Normally we're cheering on the other side because our daughter is playing out there on the court, but it's taken a lot of volunteers this season of parents helping out in different areas, and we're just so thankful that our young people get a chance to play. So if you are a family member of these athletes, make sure you know just how much you're appreciated for all the effort running to and from practices, supporting them financially, maybe the sponsors out there. I just want to say thank you to all of you who make this an opportunity possible.
And as we said earlier, this will wrap up the volleyball season. We're only a week or 2 away. Some of the girls that play basketball will be firing up and starting practice, and you'll be able to join in here on Plymouth Community TV for the home basketball games as well. So we hope that you come and join and watch some games. We've had great attendance at our basketball games for girls and boys over the past few seasons, but unfortunately with the restrictions, we'll have limited seating availability again. But hopefully that you can
take your seat at home, relax with some
popcorn. Take your seat at home and make some popcorn and put your feet up. And when it's really cold in January, you get to stay home and not get cold.
Yes.
So,
but we do want to feel your presence. So if you get a chance to support, I know that families are really appreciative of all the sponsors that help our young people have these opportunities. Plymouth is a great community, strong support, and it starts with our strong family network, moving into great staff that help our students achieve their fuller potential, and then our community showing them what it takes to be united as one. So thank you very much.
So as we start game 4 here, Tess Hune to serve. And that serve goes into the net.
I think
Point
she'd like
to
a
Cam
redo
L.
on that one.
Yeah, I think she wants to go back to the timeout between the games and redo that one a little bit. So that's a rare miss for Tess. I don't remember her missing all season. Panthers on the attack. Staling with the cross-court hit.
Great
nice swing by Ellie Staling off the Cam L defender. 1-1.
Ellie Staling, a senior, one of our team captains. Great serve. Just gets her
Ellie
hands
digs
on
it up.
Oh,
and unfortunately that Ellie made a great dig, but it sailed just over the net, and middle hitter for Cam L is able to put it away before the Panther defense can get to it. Johnson to serve for Cam L.
Nice up and set by
Plate swings hard cross court, but nice job by Cam L digging it up. Back to the Panthers. They're on the attack. Allstrand with the tip. Dug up by Cam L.
And a set Addie.
Swing
Nice
cross
hit.
court, dug up.
And they tip it.
Great volley that unfortunately ends with a double hit called on the Panthers. Lots of great plays
volley.
by both teams.
Yes.
Great offensive attacks, but better defense for a big part of that rally. Johnson to serve again.
Taylor Miller with an up from the middle, and McKenna
Hovey with a big swing from the middle. Hovey puts it away on the quick set.
Taylor Miller comes out for a bit, and Molly McConaughey comes in to the front.
3-2 KML here in the early going. Ella Allstrand to serve for Plymouth.
A nice
Ella digs that one up.
A good block. We got a hand
Ellie
on it.
dives to save it. Tipped over by Plate. Panthers recover. Get back into position. And that is a great swing by number 5, Truckenbrod on the far side. Straight down the line. Nothing the Panthers could do.
Taylor Miller back in as our libero. The back
Samantha
row.
Cole to serve for Cam-L. Set to Hovey.
Oh, good
Blocked,
coverage
but
on
covered.
that.
Covered again by Staling.
Ooh.
Oh. Ball was tight to the net. Plate. All she could try to do was tip it, but the block was there for KML, putting it away for KML. 5-2 KML. Samantha Cole to serve. Set to Hovey. She swings and it sails over the end line out of bounds. Panthers needing a side out here. As we said, KML would come out battling, and they have, grabbing an early 6-2 lead. Hard serve, shot back over to the KML.
And a set outside hitter.
Another swing by Truckenbrod on the far side. Hitting it down the line on the far side for a great kill. KML jumps out to a demanding lead here in the early going, 7-2. Panthers have struggled early going here in Game 4 with passing, not quite getting in the offense. And KML has been in their offense, and they've been able to put it away a few times here to jump out to this early lead. Panthers found themselves in a similar position last game and were able to run off a bunch in a row to get back in it, jump ahead, and win convincingly in Game 3. Hopefully we can duplicate that here in Game 4.
Let's go, Panthers.
Courtney's having a hard time controlling her motherly cheering and instincts right now. So if you hear some clapping, that's the not so impartial announcer. But that's okay. I'm not very partial either.
But Kettle Moraine is an outstanding team, and they have a lot of great support. They always do.
Plate with the swing, hits it off the top of the net, dug up by KML to Truckenbrod again. She tips it over, dug up by the Panthers. Panthers send a free ball over.
And they tip. Can they get a hand on it? Yes. Oh, they caught a
Panthers
lift.
are able to get it up, but they're called for an illegal lift hit. And so another point for KML. 8-2 KML.
Use it. Come on.
Panthers scurrying a little bit. Shoot the ball over to KML. Truckenbrod with another
really nice
swing, dug up by Miller. Plate with a big swing, dug up by KML.
And they tip it. We'll
another
set it up.
great volley. Plate sends it deep.
Get up on the blocks, ladies. Well
Big
done.
block. Tipped, covered by Staling. Down the line for Plate, dug up by KML. And a big block by the Panthers to put it away. McConaughey with the block in the front.
McKenna Hovey right
along
there supporting
with Hovey.
her.
What an exciting point that was. Both teams playing great volleyball.
Awesome. Ava Booth to serve.
8-3 KML. And Booth serves it into the net. Point for KML.
We needed that one. We got to get back now.
Panthers struggling here in the early going. Need to turn the momentum around.
Out.
And that swing travels deep. Point to the Panthers. Panthers needed that side out to break the momentum. Tried to spin this game back around. KML with a 10-4 lead.
Oh, great serve. Can they? Oh, they get it over.
Great play by KML to get it
Way
over.
to hit
Staling
it.
hits it off the top of the block. KML back on
They
the
got
attack.
coverage. There we go. Good coverage.
Set to Staling. Down
Really
the line.
nice
She
hit,
crushes
Allie
it.
Staling.
Crushes it off the back row defender for KML. Point Panthers. Here we go, Panthers. Let's get a big run going here now.
Addie Plate is serving. Our senior, one of our captains.
Double hit by the setter for KML. Point for the Panthers.
If they're just tuning in, what do we want to give them a highlight quick?
If you just tuned in, we're in Game 4. Kettle Moraine Lutheran's winning 10-6. The Panthers are ahead 2-1 in the match.
Ooh. Oh, and
Panthers get the double block on it, but it comes down on the Panthers side of the net. Point to KML. Hunzelko back into the game for KML. And Courtney Waller into serve. 11-6 KML. Back row set to Plate off the top of the block.
oh, can they? Oh, good job. Way to go. Oh, darn.
Taylor Miller made a nice diving play to keep that ball in action. Booth was unable to get it sent over on the third hit.
She really wanted to help her out on that one.
12-6 KML.
Oh, good tip.
Tassioun misdirects it back over to the KML side. Point
Ella
for the
Alstrand
Panthers.
comes in from Ollie McConaughey. Taylor Miller is serving. Kettle Moraine Lutheran is up 12-7. Good serve, deep in the back. Oh, and they just get it snuck over.
Tassioun with the swing and a kill for her
Her
setter.
sister will be so proud of her. Her sister's a middle hitter.
Staling to Hune for the kill. Backwards of how it usually goes. Usually it's the other way around. Taylor Miller with a short serve.
Good up and dig by Tassioun.
Free ball over from KML. Panthers on the attack. Allstrand at the swing.
Way to
And
go,
the ball
Panthers.
falls on the KML side of the net. Point Panthers. Panthers inching their way back into this one. 12-9 KML.
Good serve by Taylor Miller.
That one's deep. KML
Causes
player
trouble.
decided
It was
to
a
play
floater.
it. It was a floater that kind of kept floating.
And she took it.
Probably would have sailed long if she hadn't played it, but thankfully for us, she did. 12-10 KML. Panthers got their energy back on their side of the floor with a little momentum.
Good serve. Out of
That ball goes outside the upright. 12-11 KML. Timeout KML as the Panthers have battled back within
Yes,
one
they
here
have.
in game 4.
Resiliency here.
After being down 7, they ran off 6 straight points.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We've got a great match here with Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
Now the Panthers are ahead in the match 2-1. We're about halfway through game 4. Currently KML holds a 1-point lead, 12-11. KML took a early, pretty commanding lead, but the Panthers have battled back here with 6 straight points to draw within 1 to tighten this one up and give themselves a chance. So you go back out on the floor to get into action. Allstrand, Staling, Hune, Booth, Plate, and Miller on the floor for the Panthers. Miller continues to serve. Panthers have cranked up their defense a little bit better here in game 4 compared to game 3. They've gotten some blocks on and are back digging it up in the back row.
Yep. So, great volleyball.
And Kettle Moraine Lutheran, not surprisingly, comes out of the timeout.
Yep.
It goes to their bread and butter where they get it to the big 6'3" sophomore in the middle, Emily Hanzelko.
There you go, Emily.
Utilizing her height and putting that one away on the Panthers. 13-11, Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
Nice up by Booth to Allstrand.
Hits it cross court. That one's tipped over by KML and out of bounds to the near side. 13-12, KML with a lead. McKenna Hovey checks into the game in the front row for Booth. Tess Hune goes to serve.
Ooh, she just snuck that over.
That one just snuck over the net. And a miss hit by KML. And here we have it, 13-13.
All right,
the Panthers have
Panthers
battled all the way back. Not surprising out of this team. They never give up. I haven't seen them give up no matter what status they've been in any game all season. It's just part of the culture here. Big block in the middle.
Woo!
Staling and Allstrand with the double block, putting it back on the KML side. Plymouth takes their first lead of the game.
You love it when we have some alumni helping to do some of the stats, and when they're jumping up and down off of their seats, I think they're pretty proud of the strong play and the improvement through the years. Taylor tries to get her hand on it because she thought it was in.
Yeah, it was tipped off the block. Markovic hit it. We tipped it with our block, so Taylor tried to get a hand on it, couldn't quite get to it. 14-14.
Real tough. And Tess gets her height on there to send it over.
4 hits by the Panthers. It's point to KML. Number 8, Stella Zarling on the serve for KML.
Nice up by Taylor Miller, our libero.
Set to
Hovey.
Hits it off the block. Point Panthers. Tied up once again, 15-15. Ellie Staling goes back to serve.
Good serve. It's over.
That one's long. And Addie Plate puts it away.
Second time tonight. She's up on
second
up
one of those
front
tonight
and
at the net on
commanding.
the air on the pass by KML. Addie Plate puts it away. 16-15 Plymouth. Ellie gets one deep on the serve, setting the
They're
far
going to
side.
tip it to the outside.
They tip it across. And Addie made a great effort. She couldn't quite get that. Was a really sharp angle by Truckenbrod on that
It was.
tip.
I don't know if it was going to be out or not, but
Johnson to
here we
serve
go,
for KML.
Panthers.
Tip ball by nicely dug up initially by
done.
KML, but no one there for the second hit. Point Panthers. McConaughey comes in for Miller. Allstrand back to serve. 17-16 Panthers as they try to steal a victory here in Game 4 and close out the match with KML.
Good serve by Ellis Allstrand, sophomore. Going to have a deep hit ball.
Ellie set in the back row. It goes off the top of the block.
Get up, ladies.
KML back on the attack. Truckenbrod puts it away right down the line.
Taylor Miller back in the back row.
Nice offensive attack by KML.
Ella Allstrand
When
gets
they
the break
can get
a
into
second.
system and set Truckenbrod on the outside over there. She's great hitting it down the line or across court.
It's out.
That serve is long by KML. Point for the Panthers. Panthers go back in the lead, 18-17. Booth checks into the game for Hovey. Booth to serve.
Good serve. It's trouble.
Trouble for KML.
Yes,
Ace for Booth. 19-17 Plymouth.
Good serve.
Trouble again. Free ball over from KML.
Oh, good job, Taylor, covering that one. It was long.
Ellie from the back
Oh,
row. That one
darn.
sails long. Point KML. Truckenbrod to serve for KML. 19-18 Plymouth. Exciting Game 4.
Right. It's out.
That one's out on the near side. Service error for KML. 20-18 Plymouth. Addie Plate to serve.
A good serve.
Middle attack for KML. No answer on the Plymouth defense. They put it away. 20-19 Plymouth.
And the crowd is getting loud, which is exciting.
Courtney Woolner enters the game to serve for KML. KML's down one.
Addie with a nice up.
Set to
Molly
Molly.
hits it hard.
Covered nicely by the
Tess is out
Panthers.
on that one.
Set to Ellie. That one is out down the line on the near side. Didn't miss by much, but it was outside. 20-20, an exciting Game 4 nail-biter match. And one of those impossible ones for KML.
Hit the top of the net and
hits the
dropped
top
right
of the
down.
net and rolls over. Nothing the Panther defense can do on that. 21-20, KML has retaken the lead. And unfortunately, that one's a little too low. Service error, KML, 21-21.
Ella Allstrand comes in for Molly McConaughey.
Exciting volleyball action here in the Plymouth High School gym tonight. Just great competition. Both teams are fighting with all they got as they close out the season. 21-21.
For the conference
Miller to
championship.
serve.
Oh, and they call it
Shoot,
in.
the Plymouth back row lets that one go, but it hits just inside the end line. Kill by number 6.
Keep being aggressive, Panthers.
Alyssa Gaith for KML. She's a lefty. Hitting it cross court, putting it away. 22-21, KML.
Got it.
Plymouth sends a free ball over. KML is going to...
Good block.
Gets a block on that middle hit. Sending it back at him. And hitting error by KML. Point to the Panthers. Back and forth we go. Back tied up again. 22-22.
Tess Yoon to serve. McKenna Hovey comes into the front row for Ava Booth.
Battling it out here. It's coming down to a critical juncture in this game. Who can make the plays when they need them?
Oh, we got it! There you go, Ellie. Good coverage,
Plymouth
ladies.
brings it back.
Great
another block by the Panthers. Allstrand with another block in the middle on the big hitter.
Way to
from
go,
KML.
Panthers.
Huge exchange there by the Plymouth Panther
Kettle Moraine
defense.
is going to call a timeout.
Panthers take the lead, 23-22. KML timeout.
Wow. The energy in the gym is electric. I hope it is good for you guys
good
at
thing
home.
I took my heart medicine because my heart's racing fast enough. Watching the girls compete like this, it's really outstanding to see the effort and the enthusiasm by both sides, battling it out right to the end here. It's still anybody's game here in Game 4. Reminder once again, Plymouth is up 2-1. So if Plymouth can hang on and close out this game, they would win tonight's match against Kettle Moraine Lutheran. If not, if Kettle Moraine can pull the comeback and win Game 4, we'll be tied 2-2, and we'll head into Game 5. So make sure that you're not taking a bathroom break at home or anything like that because you don't want to miss this.
No, definitely not.
Because we're ready to get back to action.
Let's go, Panthers.
Setting the game action here again, 23-22. Plymouth with the lead. Back and forth battle here between these two teams. Tess Hune is on the serve for the Panthers. Here we go. We're back at it. Ball into play. Hune
Great
with a nice
serve by Tess Hune.
KML sets it in the back row to Truckenbrod. Dug up by Miller initially, but unable to be played on the second by Hune. 23-23.
Number 8, Stella Zarling is serving. They're just checking alignment.
Every point's critical at this point of the game. Nice pass by Miller to Hovey. Off the block and out of bounds. Point to the Panthers. 24-23. Senior Ellie Staling with the serve, trying to close out game, match, and season for the Panthers. Hopefully we can put it away here. Ball's up.
They set the middle.
Got
a block on it.
Hovey with the hit off
Good
the block
coverage.
again. It's over again.
We get it
Plymouth
up.
covers again. Free ball over. Camel's back on the attack.
They set outside.
Outside.
And it's
out of bounds.
And we
Game
win
point match. Plymouth Panthers. Outstanding play here tonight in the Plymouth High School gym. What a outstanding girls volleyball match here tonight.
Congratulations to our seniors.
Thanks to the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers for
Indeed.
scheduling this and coming up and playing, extending the season for both of these teams. It was a great volleyball match. Great excitement out here on the court. Thanks to parents, family, friends, volunteers that have made this season happen. Special thanks to Peggy Hune, Keely May for coaching the girls.
Indeed,
it's been a great season. This is what you like to see it culminate with a victory like this. You know, it's kind of special. Normally you don't get to end the season with a victory unless you're a state champion. And we didn't get to play in the playoffs, but we got to end the season on a victory, and that's pretty unique for these young ladies. So
awesome job, Plymouth Panthers.
So Plymouth Panthers volleyball 2020 season comes to a close with a victory here in the Plymouth High School gym against the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers, winning the match 3-1 and really playing their best volleyball of the season. And a big thanks goes out to those 3 seniors who led the way and got it done once again here for the Plymouth volleyball team. So for Chris and Courtney Booth, thanks for tuning in and listening, and have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you for basketball.
Thanks,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Go Panthers.